Namaste, beloveds. I just felt moved to share some wisdom and some insight. And as I pull these cards for myself, I am also pulling them for you. And whatever message we get from Mama, it's going to be very deep and very precious right now because that is the energy that is circulating all around, and is very powerful. I myself am going through so what's the word? I don't want to say travail. Travail comes to mind, but I'm going through a process where everything is being examined. Everything is being put under a spiritual microscope, so to speak, and is being analyzed and is being looked at to evaluate what is to be kept and what is to be let go of. And that is where I am right now. And that's the vein, the energy in which I'm going to do this card reading. And again, I'm going to be reading from the FFIONA, Daughters of the Moon tarot. And here we go. And as you know, I always shuffle my deck. I blow my breath to clean them. I blow north, south, the 4 directions, and the 2 above and below, and in between. So that is how I clean them. And I've shared that before. In the background, you will hear DEVA PREMAL. Sacred Spaces, I believe, is the CD that's playing. I've cut the deck now, and I have, oh my goodness, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. And this card, for me, is associated with my dear friend, and I know he doesn't mind if I say his name, Life Coach Ade from Life Conversations. This card reminds me of him because whenever I do a reading for him, this card always comes forth. So let me get the information that is pertinent to this card. And right now, again, I am going to read that. And let's see. Excuse me. That is the 7 of Pentacles. And that is the appraisal 98. It's the page number that it's on. And get there. Okay, got it. See, Ade, you're always difficult. Okay, here we go. Work on all material projects and endeavors has come to a temporary standstill. That is true in my case. This woman is shown pausing in her garden with her beloved animals, taking stock of how much she has already achieved and how much is still remaining to be finished. If you draw this card, ask yourself if you are expecting an overdue payment of some sort. Or perhaps your crop is ready to be harvested. Are you feeling some anxiety about these things? This pause can be quite useful as a breather in a busy schedule. You can be concerned about the outcome of your efforts. Are you simply taking time out to evaluate your priorities and appreciate all that has been accomplished so far? Reverse or tilted meaning of this card indicate that too little time is being spent at work and too much time off for other activities. And for me, I have I don't want to say a project, I have a purpose, a mission um, that I've been given and that I've become aware of. And um, there is what I consider a curse of success um, in my family line. And so as I get closer to my goals, sometimes I sabotage some things by flitting over here and flitting over there and flitting. And what this card is telling me to do, and what our day has always tells me, be still, be still, be still, you know. And sometimes we have to be still in order to focus our intentions. Sometimes we have all these wonderful, good intentions, and it comes from a deep place of love, always. And we, because of our programming, tend to hide, so to speak, or throw everything else up instead of facing and moving forward with what we need to move forward with. And as a human being, this is something I am working on very hardly. This is something I am focusing my attention on at this moment in time, at this present time. I'm looking within to find out what the resistance is to leaping off that cliff and actually flying, instead of worrying about what's going to catch me if and when I fall. So that is the first card. The second card, I'm going to pull three. The second card, I hope you can see it. This is a very powerful card for me. I've had it before. This is the One of Pentacles. Nukwa. And today, that's two pentacles. So, we will get into what the pentacles signify in a moment. This is Nukwa, One of Pentacles. The goddess of good fortune and abundant earth smiles at you. She brings the gift of an opportunity with a chance to reap material rewards. Perhaps this means a new job or an increase in wealth and support from others. A new crop is ripe for harvesting. A new business is beginning. It could also be a gift of the body, such as good health, recovery from illness, or the discovery of an eating plan that works for you. What will you do with her offerings? She counsels you to partake of this opportunity, being careful to respect the gift of good fortune. The mother loves all her children and wants each to flourish in her garden of delights. Be good to yourself and take what you need for your well-being. Remember that this is truly enough. Reversed, Nukwa advises you to consider passing up this so-called opportunity. It is not what it seems and could result in your financial demise. Before embarking on new financial adventures, check them out thoroughly when she comes up tilted or reversed. Now I want to say something about this card because I've put out to the universe, to Mama, that I am ready to receive help. So many times we as human beings, and I'm speaking for myself especially, we I was a single mother. I have been a caretaker all of my life. I've always been in the position to um, help and take care of others, to uplift others. But I've never taken the time to do that for myself. And that is what um, Mama is telling me I need to do at this time. And in doing that, and in reaching out, and in asking to have my needs fulfilled, many things are coming forth. One of them is Umbasa's Playhouse. I hope I'm saying that right. Playground. She's having a retreat, and I'll have this information in the written part of this video for you to see. But she's offering, her and some more sisters are offering a women's retreat. And due to um, my financial situation with me, helping my family and helping myself, and it being the time that it is right now, finances wouldn't permit me to go on this journey, this retreat. And so, I put it out there, and I prayed and I prayed. And last night, I wrote to Mbasa that I would not be able to make it. And she responded back to me that she would help me to make this happen if it needed to happen. And I responded, oh my God, I was so, I don't want to use the word surprised, but I will use the word grateful. I I'm always so grateful when fortune smiles at me, because for how can I say this without tearing up too much? Things have never been easy, and so when fortune smiles upon me and blesses me with her attention, it always takes my breath away. And it's not because I don't feel that I'm worthy. That's not the case anymore. It's because of the synchronicities. It's because of just the beautifulness that I'm beginning to once again see inside humanity. For a very long time, I had kind of, I don't want to say given up hope, but I had just blocked everything out because things were too painful as an empath to keep being impacted by them, and not to be trodden down and under them. I always needed to be able to raise myself up. And in doing that, and in knowing that, I always counted on my ancestors. I never looked for others to kind of step in. And that is what is happening right now in my life. I'm asking for certain kind of help, just like I have a vision for business. And I've put this on hold for so many times, and my old patterns come up immediately, and I get sidetracked, so to speak. And I have to pull myself back because I realize exactly what is happening. Those parts of me that are unsure, those parts of me that still want to hide, that still have this voice that say we're still wounded, But there are other voices now that are coming to the forefront of my being, of my psyche, of my understanding of myself, that is really showing me and rewarding me with what wisdom and what strength is, and the bond that exists between the two. Strength and wisdom go hand in hand, and you cannot have one without having the other. And that is a lesson in itself to learn. And these coins, the pentacles, I'm going to read what FFIONA says because I'm getting sidetracked. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be all over the place. Okay. The Arcana of Pentacles, the element of earth. The pentacles are earth, the physical realm, and the body. They represent the results of any deliberate effort, such as work, education, and possessions. Material concerns, such as money, health, environment, land, business, or the marketplace, are included in this arcana. Symbolically, the pentacle represents the human form as a five-pointed star encircled by the earth. It is based on the concept that our material circumstances form as a cumulation of a process which begins on the inner or thought-feeling words. What we think and feel will eventually be reflected as physical manifestations of that energy. And that is what I have been speaking on. I'm not sometimes so articulate as to speak in a very professional manner, which I am endeavoring to become. But it is what it is right now, and it's raw, and it's real. Excuse me. And it's live. It's not rehearsed. It's not edited. It is as it is, and that's how I like to be. That's how I like to come off sometimes. That we have to be our authentic selves, and our authentic self is not perfect. We do make mistakes. We have snags, and in this lifetime there are many do-overs. So let me get back to this. Symbolically, and I'm gonna read this again because I feel that it's important. So take note. Symbolically, the pentacle represents human form as a five-pointed star encircled by the earth. Metaphysically, that is very powerful to understand that symbol. It is based on the concept that our material circumstances form as a combination of a process which begins in the inner or thought-feeling worlds. Okay, did you get what that five-pointed circle, that five-pointed star encircled means? Okay, that's what it means. What we think and feel will eventually be reflected as physical manifestations of that energy. This is a very different outlook from the Christian. Gosh, shoot. Never fails. Never fails. Never fails.